Hello and welcome to using the template builder in the multi-tool. So if you're beginning to create a brand new course or you're looking to redesign your current course, we encourage you to use a sandbox or development course in order to play around and get comfortable before importing that information into a live course with your students. Using the template builder in the multi-tool is essentially your first step in designing your course, where you can design your template pages for pages, assignments, discussions, and classic quizzes within Canvas. Our first step is to come into our sandbox and click on the multi-tool. This may appear in a different location within your course navigation than mine shows here. If you do not see it at all, then you'll need to come down to your settings, go to the navigation tab, and then find where it says the multi-tool, and then either grab the set of dots to the left and drag it into the top section, or click the kebab menu, the three dots to the right of the name, and select Enable. Once you've done either one of those, scroll all the way to the bottom of the page and click Save. You may need to refresh your page, but then after that, you will be able to find the multi-tool in your course navigation. I'm going to click on multi-tool, and this will kind of open up our home page within the multi-tool. So the first step, if you have never used the multi-tool before, would be to click on the module builder and authorize Cidi Labs to have access to your course content within Canvas. I have already done this, and so you can see down below the menu options, I have a blue rectangle that says you have authorized this tool and a longer statement there at the very bottom. Once you have done that, click on the template builder, and this will bring us to our builder page. On the template builder page, we'll see two main sections, the front page section and the templates section. Within the front page section, you can easily change your front page to any other page within your Canvas course, or you can click the button to the right that says plus create home front page. You can click on that button to create a new page that will be your home page, the page that your students land on when they first click on your course. You can also edit the page that is currently selected by clicking on the page name and clicking on the arrow within that button that will then open this in a new tab where you can edit it directly within Canvas. Multi-tool makes this step really easy. The next section is templates. Now, within here, you can see that you can create a new template for either an assignment, discussion, page, or classic quiz. The multi-tool has not yet been able to find a way to create a template builder option for the new quiz type, so you will have to work within the four options we have here. I'll start with an assignment, so I will select that top box next to assignment title and add in, for example, I will put in a check-in assignment that I'll use each week in my course to check in with my students to see how they're feeling about the content and give them a way to ask questions really easily. Once I add the title, I'm going to click on the button to the right that says plus create template assignment. Once you click on it, it will appear that nothing has happened, but if you look below under existing templates, you will see that there is an assignment with a bracket that says template and then check-in. So we already have created that, even if it's just a placeholder. You could then go on to your discussion or pages. This is a really great time where you can add an overview template page to get yourself started. For example, if you wanted to have a general overview page for the top of each of your modules, you can click in Overview and then click the button for Create Template Page, and you'll essentially create that template placeholder. You can do this for the other types as well, including the discussion and the classic quizzes. Then when you're ready to create the structure or the formatting or the design of any of these templates, you can go to the bottom section where it says existing templates and then click on the arrow next to the name. Now I'm opening here my template overview page. And now because this is a brand new page, I can use the Design Plus Quick Start Wizard, the teal button right next to my page title, where I can use their pre-made templates to make this process even easier for myself. So if I want a quick template page, I can find one by expanding the different options to the right and click Add to Editor when I'm ready. Or if I prefer to use either the Rich Content Editors toolbar within Canvas, I can do that. Or I can manually add in these different aspects within Design Plus sidebar. First thing I'll do is select a theme. Underneath the Styles expander, I can choose a theme that I may like better. Just the styling of it, this is a personal choice. You can directly type within this page or under that plus Add New Elements tab in the sidebar, you can add a call out as a good reminder for your students of what they need to complete that week, and so forth. Once you're done creating the basic structure or the formatting of your page, you can save it. This is not the time to make this individualized for each of your weeks. Okay, this is the broad scheme of what you would like your overview pages to look like. So it looks like that you have planned ahead and created a general theme for your course. Later, you can go in and add in the specific details for a week 1, 2, 3, etc., and fill in the details of what students will actually be completing that week. But at this point in the process, it's important to create the overarching structure or formatting of your page. Now I've clicked Save. It's still very basic at this point, but that's okay. If you would like to return to the Multi-Tool tab, you can come back and continue to edit for your other assignments or discussions that you've created. And now if you're watching this video in a series, the next step in this process, after you've created your templates and formatted your pages, the next part we'll go to is the module builder, where we import some of these templates into a module, and then you can go in and personalize them for each of your weeks and each of your topics. All right, so thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been helpful in getting started with the template builder.